Hello, welcome back to my channel, or should I say, welcome back to me, to Booktube. I just realized it was like a month. My last video was like a Garb August TBR. So that's like a month ago that I made a video, and I thought it was like a week. That's just kind of how my life outside of work really has no concept of time. My life in work has a very good, hard concept of time because I'm constant deadline, so I'm very aware of timing within my working life, but not in my personal life apparently. Um, so yeah, I've been busy working, and I've been busy working around the house and entertaining in-laws for the most of August, and yeah, planning for a road trip that I'm about to take in just over a week's time now. Which is, yeah, very exciting. But I thought I would hop on here and do a tag that's been going around. It's pretty much, I think everyone that has a Booktube channel should do this. It's the behind the Booktube tag. And I think I'm just gonna get straight on with it. So, question number one: what has surprised you the most about Booktube, both in a good way and in a bad way? Um, I gotta cop out a little bit, and the good way and the bad way is actually the same thing, and um, it might be slightly controversial too, but basically, I'm constantly surprised about the naivety of people who make booktube channels, booktube videos, um, that this isn't real life. That the same people you encounter on a daily basis, and same people that you hear about in the news, and just the general arseholes of the world don't also have internet connections, um, and won't go out of their way to mess with you. It's it's both adorable and kind of frustrating. Like I I respect and admire the way that some booktubers see booktube as this kind of utopian safe space um, of readers who are all very caring, compassionate, and supportive. Which booktube can be that, and sometimes, but it's also not without its drama. And there's definitely, if you ever get anywhere political, or if you're just a young woman, then you will get some hateful comments. And that's sadly the world we live in, and booktube is no different. So yeah, that's what I mean. I kind of just find it bizarre a lot of time. But it's like I said, it's kind of endearing as well. Um, that's basically it. It's a good thing and a bad thing, I guess. Number two: how do you balance reading and booktube with the rest of your life? Well, if you've been a fan or a subscriber to my channel for any length of time, you'll realize that I do not read that many books in a year. I think last year I read 15. This year, with a good fall and winter, I'm hoping to read something like 20 to 25. But yeah, basically, currently working 45 hours a week with a pretty much an hour commute each way, so that's 55 hours of my 55 hours a week that I am preoccupied, and the rest of the time I'm having to sleep because it's still a pretty physical job, and it's mentally tiring too, so I need plenty of good sleep, and I need to do a lot of stuff around the house and just generally be a good supporting, loving spouse, and I have a dog that needs like about 4 walks a day. So yeah, whenever I can, I read, and then whatever time is left over after that, it's time for Booktube. But it doesn't leave much. But that's just the way it is, and I have to be okay with that, and not get too depressed, annoyed with that situation. Number 3, have you ever thought about starting a Patreon? No. If you feel the need to give me money, you should find your nearest animal shelter, dog rescue, whatever, that. Or even like, farm animal rehabilitation, that kind of thing. Just give them whatever money you were going to give me. It's probably what I would do with it anyway. So yeah. Number 4, have you made any mistakes on Booktube? Yes, everybody has. If you have never made a mistake in anything in your life, you are probably delusional and an egotistical arsehole. If you can admit to that, basically. Everybody makes mistakes. Nothing's perfect. Even AI robots make mistakes. It's just life. It's fine. Admit it. Learn from it. Move on. Number 5, do you have any advice for new booktubers? Yeah, just have fun. Be yourself. Make videos. Don't create yourself another job. Like there's some booktubers you watch and they're just so stressed out, and they're like, I've got to make 3 videos a week, and I've got to edit them and editing takes like 5 hours per video, and blah blah, and it's like, you're talking like this is a job, but it should be a hobby, because I know you also have another job. So unless you're able to quit your job and Booktube pays your bills, and then it is a job. But also, if Booktube becomes a job, surely if you're doing that, it should be a dream job. So you should probably be enjoying your life a little bit more, and maybe not complaining on video about how hard it is. But anyway, that's just me. Just be chill. Make Booktube work for you rather than you work for Booktube. Number 6, what are your thoughts on the YouTube algorithm? I have a lot of thoughts on the YouTube algorithm. The main one is, do not be a slave to the algorithm. If you are making videos specifically because you know that they will hit the algorithm, then you are actually basically just giving in to a corporate entity and allowing them to be coercive with you. Like, the algorithm is a coercive behavioral technique. And it's saying, these videos will become popular, so make these. These videos will be crushed, so don't make them. And then suddenly, everyone is making just these videos, and no one is making these videos, maybe not even having the ideas to make them. And so this whole realm of videos that YouTube does not like has completely been crushed. And that is essentially censorship by another means. If you want to make a video, make the video. If it does not perform well because of the algorithm, then there are other ways to promote the video. You might have to go a bit more guerrilla. You might have to just send the link to people. But make the video you want to make. This also goes on to if you're making if you are like if you have ad revenue and stuff, and you know that if you do something, then it is going to be demonetized. If you feel that strongly about that subject, then make it anyway. And if it's demonetized, it's demonetized. But make the video. And then, you know, that's where the things like Patreon and coffee and stuff, and whatever other means of, you know, even just PayPal. Just, you know, if you need the money, then there are other ways to make the money, to get the money. Don't let YouTube dictate your behavior. It's just it's just don't allow a corporation to essentially soft push you in a direction and then make you believe that you are being free and making decisions for yourself when you are being manipulated and coerced. That is basically it for that one. I won't go too far much into that. 7A, how do you decide what videos to make? I have an idea, or I see a tag, or I haul some books, and I go, oh, I should make a Booktube video about that said idea. I should do that tag, or I should show people what I've just bought. That's basically it. 7B, are you ever overwhelmed with video ideas? No. If anything, I'm underwhelmed by video ideas. I could never have enough ideas to make videos. The only issues I have are the only issues I have is timing for making them. Sometimes I'll have a thought, I'll want to make it, don't have the time, don't have the energy. Week or two's passed, it's kind of like I either don't want to make the video anymore, or it's not as relevant, or I've seen 10 people have the same idea and make that video. So yeah, timing's more my issue. 8, have you ever regretted posting a video? Not really. My philosophy in life is only really... My philosophy is basically the only legitimate regrets you should have in your life is basically if you knew at the time that it was the wrong decision and you still did it, then that is a legitimate way to regret it. But if you do a bad thing, or if you do something badly or whatever, but you at the time you think it's good, or you're pleased with it, and it's only in hindsight that it appears to be bad or badly done or thing, then I don't think you should regret doing it. You should maybe you can still apologize, like if it's offensive or something, right? But if you thought it was a good idea at the time, I think regret is a bit hard. Yeah, definitely you can feel bad about making it. You can apologize. You can rectify any bad outcomes that resulted from it. But I tend not to regret things that I thought were a good idea at the time. Number 9A, are the number of views, subscribers meaningful to you? Yes and no. Yes, it is nice to know that you're not talking to void. After all, like, if you were just essentially making videos and you had no response, then, like, you know, kind of what's the point? Yeah, so it's always nice to know that, you know, people are watching your videos, people are commenting, they're, you know, people are getting something out of them, and, you know, people are liking them enough to subscribe to you, which means that they're interested in what you have to say, what when you post and things like that, even if they don't have the bell notification or anything. But I don't they're not meaningful to me in a way of, like, I'm not gonna get obsessed with every time they go up or down. I'm not gonna think, oh, I posted that video talking about a trans book or something, you know, like a book about a trans kid or something like that, and losing 50 subscribers and being like, oh no, like if I post something that is deemed controversial or um, people don't like, but I stand by it, and you know, if they leave, they leave. That's good riddance, in my opinion. And likewise, if I post something and it, you know, suddenly gets like 3,000 views and 50 new subscribers, I'm not gonna try and artificially replicate that. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, they like that, so I'm only gonna make videos about that now. I'm still gonna make videos that I want to make. Again, it's the kind of influential, coercive behavior. Like I'm gonna make what I want to make. You can come along for the ride or not, comment or not. Like I appreciate everyone that watches and subscribes and comments, but I'm not gonna pander. I'm not gonna try to actively recruit people. Um, you're here because you want to be here. I'm here because I want to be here. It's all good. I don't need to beg for popularity, essentially. 9B, are the number of views, subscribers a measurement of success? Again, yes and no. Like, obviously, if you have 20,000 subscribers, you're doing something that's popular. In the Booktube community, I mean, that's kind of nothing in the regular YouTube. Great. Do you want to be popular? I mean, I don't. Like, I'm used to not being popular. So I'm very fine. I have like, I think 246 subscribers. That's like way more than I have actual, you know, friends in my non-internet life, because the internet is still life, as I said earlier. So yeah, 246 subscribers. Yeah, it's way more. It's probably way more than really than people I know, to be honest, in like a face-to-face communication. So yeah, that's great success, but I'm not really measuring success on Booktube. For me, Booktube is it's more of it's a lifestyle blog, really. I'm just here talking about what I'm doing in the perspective of books. I don't really review. I'm not looking for a job in publishing. I'm just here talking about my life, and it's just through the lens of books. That's really, so I don't really need to measure success. Number 10, are you disappointed by the growth on your channel? Again, I'm not really measuring it, so growth, kind of, that sounds a bit capitalistic. That's really not me, so I don't really care. Again, I appreciate everyone that's here. I'm happy. If you're new, hello, great. I'm probably going to be doing the same thing whether I have 20 subscribers, 200 subscribers, 2,000, 20,000. Like, I'm not really bothered by this whole growth, success, and all that kind of thing. Number 11, have you ever thought about quitting Booktube? Yes, in a sense. Obviously I've had big lapses. I've been watching Booktube for so long that I've seen so many people come and go. I started my channel 3 years ago now. I've seen so many people that started channels at the same time as me, or along the way. A lot of channels that I've promoted just disappear without a trace. And yeah, it's interesting, and it can sometimes be a little upsetting just to see kind of like people that you liked, checking in with, liked their content, just suddenly be absent. So I'm trying not to quit. just have like long periods. I guess what I'm doing is what they call quiet quitting, right? So I just kind of make videos when I want to make videos. Um, don't feel any pressure. Don't feel like I got to go above and beyond or anything. Um, but I think if I was to just completely quit from Booktube, just walk away, I would make an exit video. I think I would feel very guilty with not, like, I don't. I know there's a few. There's a couple people out there that like my videos, and I would think I'd owe it to them at least to say final goodbye. But I don't plan on to. The most likely scenario is I'm going to be booted off of YouTube at some point, and in which case I hope we all have some other way of communicating with each other. So I will try and get used to dropping my email and my Voxer and stuff down on each video. But basically, I use my name for a lot of things, or a variation of my name or initials. So I'm usually quite easy to find online, which can be a little scary actually. But yeah, find me. Loads of people found me on Instagram, so feel free if you like my videos to find me elsewhere on the internet and just let me know that that this is how you found me. 12A, what are the most touching comments? Most touching comments from me are, I mean, it's always nice when someone's like, oh, I really like your videos, they're calming, or I really appreciate your outlook on life, anything kind of thing like that. That's always very touching when it's kind of a little bit personal, but in the most, loving, appreciative way. I always love the, oh, you mentioned that book and that set me off down memory lane and I had such a good time remembering. That's always nice. And then there's always the comments that are, oh, you talked about that book and it made me want to buy it or read it, and I read it, I loved it. They're always good. I mean, even if someone doesn't love a book that you recommend, the fact that they saw you talking about or heard you talking about a book, and then that made them want to read it. That's always very nice feeling. Yeah, that you are kind of being listened to, and some people take what you say seriously, even if I don't myself. 12B, one of the most negative comments. I haven't really had any negative comments, to be honest. Which is nice. But then again, I'm a white male. Get middle aged now, I guess. We're not usually that much in being attacked. I don't think I've really said anything that controversial on my channel. But the days are young. Yeah. It's a good chance that I will probably get some negative comments, but I do not care. I am not really one that's ever given into bullies. I have been upset by bullies, yes, but I am now almost 40, so I have learned to deal with it. And so yeah, if you wanna go off of me, come at me. I don't really care. I will deal with you however you want, but yeah, I don't, negative comments don't really bug me. But I do not encourage anyone to do negative comments ever. If you feel the need to be shitty to someone, maybe just go away. Leave them alone. Number 13. In regards to Booktube, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, if Booktube is still around, I hope I am still around. But it's hard to know. It's hard to know with social media, internet things, especially when you're at the whim of a huge corporation, and you see, there's so many new Booktube channels every week. I can't even imagine how many YouTube channels are created each week, and they're all posting videos. Um, that's a lot of data, and that's a lot of hosting that has to happen. And I don't know how sustainable that is to keep every single channel. There's some really weird niche tiny channels that are just allowed right now, and it's actually a pretty amazing time um to be posting. It's pretty amazing to have this vehicle, even with all the deepest ramifications of making content for a corporation for free for them to capitalize off. um but yeah, to get your voice out there, it's quite revolutionary. um but how sustainable is it? And then there's not even to mention the environmental impact of the um, the energy required to uh, power and maintain the servers. So yeah, don't really know how sustainable this whole social media is. It's very faddistic and comes and goes on a whim. So yeah, if it's still around, I'll hopefully still be around making 3 videos every 6 months, whatever my current form is right now. But I think that was it. Thank you to Shelly Swearinger for, I guess, creating the tag. I think it was created off the back of someone's Q&A. But it's gone around people I follow on Booktube quite quickly, and it's very interesting. So if you have a channel, or if you have a channel, I suggest making the video, because it's quite interesting to see how everyone views it. So I will see you again all soon. Hopefully this doesn't take too long to upload, but hopefully more bookish content soon.